Okay, hey grade 9. Today we're going to be talking through our new topic that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be talking about graphic design, and we're going to be talking about the task that's set before you today. We are revisiting a topic from last year, but based upon a different focus. So we're looking again at the idea of graphic design, which is one of the most applicable ways in which you can use visual arts to enter within the creative sector or to find a career linked with that. So we're going to think about the ideas of what it means to be a graphic designer and get some of those ideas down. Now, those of you with me last year, you'll remember this slide at least is similar. So graphic design is generally a catch-all term and can apply to multiple different areas of design. Say, for example, working for a website, working for corporations, producing video game packaging, food packaging, many different examples. A lot of it is often digital, but there are still areas where people choose to approach graphic design in a physical way. So like here, tracing paper and a mechanical pencil. One of the first things I'm going to ask you to do this lesson after you have viewed this video is I'm going to ask you to click on this link and watch through some of the fundamentals of design. So that is similar to when we looked at the idea of the elements of art, but will help guide us with this a little bit more. So some of these might be similar as well, but these are linked more to the project we're going to be looking at this term, which is working towards the idea of responding to a live brief from an investor, where you are going to be producing one of 3 different examples of a food or cuisine experience, but you'll be designing kind of the packaging, the uniforms, the location, what everything's going to look like. But we'll talk a bit more about that next lesson. Graphic design also approaches the area of typography as well, which obviously we've just finished investigating. And as you can see from the examples here of student work, particularly graphic design students, these are from a more British curriculum. But you can see there's a real high focus here on the presentation of the work. There's a good amount of annotation on their written work to explain how it's put together. Okay, the next thing I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to go through this website here. This will also be shared. It's a student art guide, which is an amazing resource, and it's going to show you different examples of how and what is a mind map. Now, generally speaking, a mind map is something that has an idea or a topic at the center, and around the outside gives different versions of words or explanations to what that is. And this is going to be your task for today. So you're going to be producing a mind map about what does a graphic designer do, or what is graphic design. So let's talk about the steps of how you're going to do this. There should be some printout titles across the room, and these are different fonts from when we looked at this last year. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to just pick one of those, or you can mix and match them, and you're going to put it into the center of a double page on your book. Now, if you don't want to do it in your book, you are more than welcome to do this entirely digital. And I know some of you quite enjoyed approaching this task last year in a digital manner. I vaguely remember some of you, I think Tarek was someone who approached this immediately in a digital way, and that's perfectly fine. So you want a nice big title in the middle that says graphic design. And then around the outside of that, what you're going to do is you're going to add some information for me about what graphic designers are, what they do, and any images of graphic design work that you like. There's opportunities this lesson to give some peer review to different people around you and talk through ways in which they put theirs together and how you could do your own. But this resource here, this student art guide page, is going to be really helpful for you because it will showcase different ways in which you can put it together. The skill of developing mind mapping is going to be something we visit during the later part of the year when we look at producing diploma level projects and trying to explore a little bit more about how a diploma project is put together. If graphic design is something you are really interested in, about a year and a half ago, I did an interview with, that's awkward, I can't remember his name, I did an interview with a CEO of a graphic design company here, North 55, which is interesting to go and watch if that's something that you're interested in. It runs a little bit long. It's about 15 to 20 minutes. It's not something you have to do, but it's something you might be interested in. So that is your focus for today's lesson, and I hope that helps. All the resources should be up on Teams for you, and I wish you the best of luck. This is a single double lesson task, so please try to consider how you can get this done within the time period. And next lesson, we're going to be looking at progressing on to another task, which starts to look at the brief that you're going to be putting together, and we'll explore that idea a little bit further. Have a really, really good lesson, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.